Happy Tuesday. Last week, one morning, I read in Richard Carlson's book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, his reflection number 25, smile at strangers, look into their eyes and say hello. He challenged his readers about how little eye contact most of us have with strangers and wondered what keeps us from opening our hearts to people we don't know. Now, it's true it's not always wise to be too friendly with people we don't know or make eye contact in the subway in New York, for example, I am told. But Carlson states that there is often a parallel between our attitude to strangers and our overall happiness. If we walk around with our head down, frowning and looking away from people, it would be unusual to find that person to be secretly peaceful and joyful. Well, that morning, I had to go back to the Honda dealer to get the second pair of shocks installed in my car. I had felt irritated that both pairs of shocks had not come in together at the same time the previous week, which entailed a second visit to the Honda dealer and more wasted time. I requested a ride from my home and noticed that a man was driving the van whom I had met before, who had been friendly and made small talk about the weather. Settled in the van, I got out my cell phone to check work emails. And then I remembered Richard Carlson's chapter. And I said to myself, stop it, Sara. Be present in this moment and talk to this driver. Well, as we made small talk, he asked me where I was from, perhaps noticing my different accent. I then asked where he was from, and it turned out that he was from Bolivia, from La Paz, the capital city where I met and married my missionary American husband, David. And not only that, but amazingly, he knows the Santa Maria congregation just down the road from the Honda dealer on Arlington Boulevard. We immediately began speaking in Spanish, and by the time we arrived to pick up my car, our joy and amazement were huge. As we shook hands to say goodbye, I felt the happiness of finding a new connection with this person. God opened our hearts to one another and brought us both surprise and real happiness that day. Well, maybe at the gas station, the supermarket, the mall, St. Mary's, your school or work, we can be praying that God will open our hearts to someone new. Making eye contact, smiling and having a kind comment can truly make someone's day, especially in these lonely COVID times. Reaching out in a friendly way to make small talk can enrich our day and fill us with joy. This is what Jesus would do today and what Jesus did 2,000 years ago, as we read about when he made conversation with the foreign woman, the Samaritan, in John chapter 4. So God bless your Tuesday. Life is short, and we do not have much time to gladden the hearts of those who travel this way with us. So be swift to love, and make haste to be both present and kind. Amen.